everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Motivational Mondays. It's me. This is definitely going to be a podcast format. I just want to try to make this one quick and try not to make it as long as the one that we had previously. Again, welcome. My name is Joy Amor, and I'm a plus size advocate and, uplifter of women. And I'm just here to just give you a little bit of a motivation to start your week off right. As many of you know, the theme over the last couple of days has been a lot of violence, a lot of aggression, a lot of aggravation over the murder and wrongful death and killing of Mr. George Floyd. The Twin Cities are in uproar. Minneapolis is really, really going through right now. And I feel like from Toronto to London to Berlin and all over our great state, we've seen a lot of destruction. And there's just a lot of people who don't understand. A lot of people who are saying, well, I don't want to get involved. I'm just remaining neutral. I don't want to have anything to do with it because that doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm going to be honest about something. And, the truth is that as a fat woman, and especially as someone who's not leading society's standard of beauty, and again, I'm just being transparent, this is my truth. The first discrimination and rejection that I've experienced has been from my own people. Those who I would expect to accept me and love me have at times torn me down. But even nevertheless, I still fight for them because in them is me and I am in them. So when I'm fighting for my people, I'm fighting for myself. It's always said, don't be weary in well-doing, because sometimes it can seem like you're taking 2 steps ahead to take 2 steps back. But either way you look at it, you must take a stand and you must take a position. Desmond Tutu says, if you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. We have been oppressed for long, and this is a time for us, better than any, to take a stand. But where do we go from here? What do we do? How do we move on? Is there hope? Is there light at the end of the tunnel? Is there hope in a hopeless situation? Can we see our way out of a dark place? Because this moment in time, this situation, this heartache and heartbreak, this letdown, this disappointment, this time, can we get out of it? What do we do? How do we do? That's the theme this week. People are tired. People are restless. People are afraid. And there's a lot of unanswered questions. I think the most important thing for us to do is to come together and to stay together. I think that we have a lot of conversations about how and what and when and where, but what about why? Why are we not together? Why are we not uplifting each other and loving each other? We all have individual experiences that have shaped the very being of who we are. And we all can value and find value and give value to those around us. And why haven't we done that? Why are we not lifting each other up? Regardless of whether we're fat, whether we're disabled, whether we're black, whether we're white, we should be lifting each other up. I was watching CNN today, and I was watching, I believe it's Prime Time with Kumo. Governor Cuomo's brother, and he said he doesn't understand why all white people are claiming to be allies with black people. He says he just doesn't understand that. And he doesn't like that because in America, we don't have allies within our nation. We should be brothers and sisters. And yes, brothers and sisters fall out. Like my mom used to say, tongue and teeth fall out sometimes. But you need both of them. And I think that that's important. We are all valuable. And I think sometimes we fail to see the value in each other. And in my opinion, my humble opinion, I've been victim of that. I have been in a society and a part of a minority and a group of people who have looked at me and said that I do not have value because I am not physically what they find attractive or what they will see, be value in me. And that has made me want to, that has been kind of like rejection. And I talked a little bit about rejection in my girl talk this week, so I won't talk about that here because this is definitely to be motivational. But the point that I'm making is that, we cannot remain neutral. We do have to hold each other accountable, but we also have to lift each other up, and we have to support each other, and we have to be there and show up for each other consistently. There's been a lot. This is not new. I mean, from Philandro Castillo, it started before even George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin and Breonna Taylor and, of course, Mr. Floyd. And so many countless stories. Michael Brown. Just countless stories of times of injustice. All the way back to Rodney King. Eric Gardner. Now is the time to support each other. Now is the time to move forward. Now is the time to not give up and be weary in well-doing. We need to be voting. We need to be concentrating and not lose focus and concerning ourselves with making sure that we know who our local and our city council, all the way to our House of Representatives and our state senate. We need to know, are we showing up for our governor elections? I think with this pandemic, it's really shown us more now than ever how important local government is, because when something happens, we see that the president is not responsible. He's leaving it up to our local government. So we need to be involved. Today's Motivational Monday is dedicated to George Floyd. I really want you all to take the time to educate yourself, if you have not already, on what's going on and to be a part of the solution. More importantly, I want you to be hopeful. We have a future. This is not the end. We can go forward. We can do better. We can get through this. We've done it before. We can do it again. We will do it again. And we're going to come out of this on the other end stronger and better. We can do this. I know last week my Motivational Monday was a story about, personal story about how I overcame a difficult time. But I made sure to make this Motivational Monday under 10 minutes to dedicate it to George Floyd and the 8 minutes and 45 seconds that he suffered. We love you, George. We love you, to the Floyd family. Thank you so much for tuning into my Motivational Monday. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this with someone who you feel needs a little bit of uplifting today. I love you, and I look forward to talking to you soon.